This is Agricultural Research Council of Nigerian Television. Of course, you know what time it is. It is that time of the day where you need to come close to your TV set as you're about to encounter the program Aqua Farming. Aqua Farming is a program that brings you everything that has to do with the life of the water. Talking about fishes, talking about shells, talking about snails, talking about crabs and shrimps. Whatsoever it is you know you have in the water is what we'll make sure we bring to you, to your doorstep, so you can get to know how every process has been done. Once again, my name is Joshua Ishal, welcoming you for those of you who are tuning in for the very first time. Great to have you here. And guess what? Today we are far away in Niger State at a dam called Kopa Dam. The Kopa Dam is situated here in Niger State, and believe me, it's quite big. You can see behind me, the landmass for this dam is quite incredible, and you won't believe it's somewhere in Niger State. And of course, you know how it is. We make sure we bring someone who is going to be telling us what it takes to be a fisherman, or better still, to be a fish vendor. And guess what? We happen to have a fish vendor who all his life has been into this trade. He will tell us the nitty-gritty of how the processes they go through to meet with the local fish farmers, the local fish farmers, of course, as they get them down to the town where they are being sold. So let's get to meet him and, of course, get to interact and ask him those questions that you will want to ask him, that you will want to hear about fishing. Mr. Adam, we're here at Kopa Dam with you. For how long have you been coming to this very dam to get fish?
It has been long. Okay. It has been long because I'm born and brought up in Suleja. Okay. So Kopa has always been the backyard of where we come around since before I even start selling fish. Okay. Yes, there is this friend of mine. Is called Mukhtar. So far. Is a person who is a very hard hustler, okay. You know. So I used to have my own, I do my own business formally. So things come, I think I have some kind of ups and downs, you know. So I stay home for like almost 5 years or more so.
Without doing anything?
Yes. So along the way, he used to come to me like, why are you sitting at home now? Let's try this. He used to take this fish to one man in villa, presidential villa. The man used to train birds. So we used to come together with him. Sometimes I follow him here to buy. He would take it to town. I don't go with him. So sometimes I say, okay, let me try to start following this guy and see how this thing is being done. So we do come here, buy, take it to town. I do it for a while. I now drop it because there is other thing I'm trying. So all of a sudden now, like after 2-3 years, things still start to fall back. He still call me like, let's go to town, let's try 1 or 2 things. So that is when he joined me with one guy, is my friend from Suleja here, but he's still at Gauraka. That's where they call Gauraka there. His name is Noura. So I start doing the fish business with that Noura at Maitama Farmers Market. So along the way, this is how it has been so far. Okay. There is one good grace about this fish business. Okay. Surprisingly, if I tell you the first time I come here to even get fish, I don't have kobo. Wow. All they need is trust. If they trust you, they give you fish without even money. When you sell, if you can bring back the money that day, fine. If you cannot bring out the next day, you come, you give them the money of yesterday, they give you today again. So this is how it started.
So you actually started with
nothing.
Trust was the capital.
Yes.
So if you are telling someone now that trust was the capital you used to start up this business,
Yes.
wow, that's great.
And surprisingly, you know, there is how things are done. People have changed the narrative now. You hardly come here now to see that trust, because there are some saboteurs that have changed the narrative.
Yeah.
So you hardly, unless if they are used to you. Up to date, I do collect. Even now, I'm trying to transfer money to the fish I collected now, but network is not good. But the woman went.
I left you with the fish.
Yeah, no, the fish is there.
How much?
It's 11,500. And you know, in this situation now, somebody who can leave that amount of money, you know,
with trust.
yeah.
Okay, now at the course of the journey to sell fish, can you actually remember your first big break? How much did you sell?
Yes, it was during the coronavirus.
Okay, during COVID. Okay.
Yes, during the coronavirus, you know, they have stopped people moving to town. Nobody is going, but I took the risk. I say, look, no matter what will happen, I'm going to try. Even though it is trek, I will trek to town to see maybe something is going to come out.
Wow.
So I just come out this early morning. I saw this taxi loading. They say I'm going to pay 500. That time it was 250 or like 300. I say yes, no problem, I'll go. I go to town. I see that they used to open market like from morning to 12. Then they'll lock. I say, okay, I'm going to bring fish tomorrow.
Okay.
So I come here. There is bounty of fish. Nobody is coming. So I have to go with like, then they used to get like, there is this big rubber. I used to get like almost 4 or 5 of that rubber. Very big one. So I took like 2 because the load would be too much if I take more than that. I take like 2 rubbers. Before you could say it, I sold it all. I get around like that kind 100,000 that first day. So from there now, it encouraged me. Early morning, like 5, I'm here. 5, 6, I'm here. Before 7:30, I'm at the road going back to town. And before 12, so I've gotten a lot during that coronavirus.
Okay, and now in coming to buy fish, are there a particular species of fish that moves markets, or there are some that don't move market? If there are fishes that move market, what are the fish and why do you think customers like them?
There is no fish that doesn't move market, but there are some species that are special species,
Okay, like what?
like the tilapia and the croaker. They call it giwarua.
Okay.
The tilapia is karfasa in Hausa, while giwarua is a croaker. So those 2 species are very movable. If you have them now, even though you didn't sell it to direct customer, you get somebody in the market that will buy it very quickly. Like our colleagues, they do still buy from us and sell it to customers. So, but tilapia is the number 1 so far. Even here in Kofa, that tilapia is what they usually get on daily basis. Like you can see when you flash your camera over there, it's tilapia you see. Sometimes they get catfish. Catfish is as well going, but you know it's not much here.
Okay.
And there's this lancer. They used to get it here also. And there's a ragorua. They call it ofoku in Yoruba. So those fish are so far the species we used to get here, and all of them are special species. So people will even tell you, like today now there is one, this man is a white man, I don't know his country, but it's one of this Caribbean country. He tell me if I get this small tilapia, I should get small giwarua. He need it since yesterday. I see it yesterday, but I was very late to like move to town. I tell him if I come today, I will buy, but I didn't see it today. It's only small tilapia, and I send it to him on WhatsApp. He say no, unless if I see that species, anytime I should call him.
In your own opinion, what do you think is the major challenge that is in this business you do?
There is.
Okay. What are challenges?
There is. Like, let me say, the challenge is one, you need to build that trust.
Okay.
Without trust, you can't do this business. And secondly, like in our market there is this, how do I put it? Jealousy.
Okay.
So far, it's a big challenge. There is a lot of jealousy in this business.
Okay.
Once they see you today, you are like coming up. If like maybe if you come today, you sell, you don't enter trouble.
Okay.
Person go they look for one thing or the other way in go attack you. So far, that is big challenge.
Okay.
But without capital, you can do this business.
Oh.
Cowboy, you know, get even for our market there. Once it's full, the sun have come down, you go collect fish from any person who has, go to market, you sell it, you come and settle him.
Oh. So now, when you don't get customers, how do you preserve your fish? How do you keep them so they can be fresh the next day?
Yes, we have these scrap freezers.
Okay.
So we used to buy from this Yangwangwani. Then in that farmers market there is space. We keep you. If you go there, you see different fridges. So if you go to the market now, they do bring fish for us from Lakwaja, Kanji, Nasarawa, Benue, Trava. So immediately they bring it here. You buy ice block, break the ice block, lay the fish, still put ice block, lay some other one, put ice block, you cover it. Even though it will use more than month, nothing will do with the fish as far as the ice is there.
Okay. How do you market your fish? Is it that you go on social media?
Yes, I have a social media platform.
Okay.
On GG.
Okay.
Like,
Do you
can
get
I?
customer? No.
Okay. I do get customer. I do get call from GG,
Okay.
and sometimes we put it on our WhatsApp status. So people who have our numbers, they normally call us. And there are other customers that we have their numbers, they have ours. So if I bring fresh one, I will call them that I have brought so fish. So if you are in need, I will bring it to your house.
Now, in your own opinion, how do you think government can actually come into this very kind of business to support people like you who basically started with nothing? So it means if you're being empowered, you can even do more.
Exactly.
How do you think government can support you? In what aspect?
It's financially.
Okay.
Financially. Because like now, I don't have fish in that market. I used to come here, like I buy those ones now. If I go, I will parley with one of my colleagues there and put it in his fridge. Maybe from now to next day, but if I sell it today, fine. So, and even in that market, the space we are using, sometimes environmental come there to chouse us. So in most cases, you see, we have to pay for some time. If they come, they took our fish. So those are one of those things that even though I want intervention, it should be of that.
Okay, Abuja has a very big fish market, the Kado fish
Yes.
market. What's the relationship with those people there?
Yes, we all like, we are all together.
Okay.
We are all together. We do go there sometime to get fish from there. If let's say we didn't get fish from the other axis I mentioned, like this state, Niger and other places. So if we need fish, maybe your customer tell you that they need fish, then you go to Kado, and we still have a back of Central Mosque, that Yahuza there. So we do go to all those places to get fish.
Okay. In terms of fish marketing, this is a natural water.
Exactly.
And the fish that is coming out is not a fish pond.
Exactly.
And, so the taste is quite different.
Exactly.
So which one do you think customers like more and why?
They do like I told you, tilapia is number one.
Okay.
Then followed by that giwarwa, croaker.
And what I'm saying is, do they like the fish pond fish or this
No,
one?
no, no. They prefer the natural
In
one.
terms of the prices, are they the same?
No, 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 no.
Okay, which one is more expensive?
This one is more expensive.
The
The natural one, because sometimes even in old times, if they come, they will first ask you, is it pond fish or is it a river? So you tell them and show them the difference. Those who know fish, if they see it, they know that this is from the river. If they see the pond one, because it used to be preserved, and there are some chemicals that, if let's say person who is kind of avoiding all that kind of chemical food, he would like to eat the those pond one. Some used to have an allergy, so.
Okay, but now, in your own opinion, in this water, do you sell anything outside fish? Because in water there are different things. There are crocodiles, there are snails. Do you sell outside fish? Do you sell anything outside fish?
No, unless if there is demand.
Okay, like what do they demand sometimes?
This crops.
Okay.
And snail. In most cases, people do ask for those species. Okay. And even crocodile, but they don't have crocodile here. Okay. Unless there is one Arab man in Madala, I don't know where he used to get it from. Wow. So we used to go to his place. If they need crocodile, we go there and buy and take it to.
The dead one or
alive?
Wow.
Alive.
People eat it?
Yeah. Wow. Like all these people from the riverside, like River State.
Okay. So in your experience now as a fisherman, when you come to the water, do you specifically have a kind of fish? Because I believe there are different nets in which they cast fish. There is the cast net and also the trap nets. You know, so which one do you? Is there a specification as to this is the kind of fisherman I will buy from and why?
We buy all.
Okay.
We buy all, unless there is what they call, is it a rimbu or something rimbu? That's one that they used to put this, yes, and other, that one used to get spoiled quickly. Okay. Immediately they bring it, you see the belly is very swelling. Yeah. So in most cases, no matter how big it is, we don't buy it. Because you are building integrity between you and your customer. By the time you serve him bad fish, you don't expect him to come to your place tomorrow. So in most cases, if you see those type, we don't buy. Because we don't want to make you happy here, while if you go there to meet your customer, at the end of the day, they will be disappointed in you.
So there are fishes that they use sort of a chaff to catch, so those ones easily get spoiled.
Yes.
Because of what is in them. Yes.
Okay. The belly will get swollen up.
So who buy those ones?
In most cases, they use it to prepare soup. Yeah. Okay. Or they go to, there's one small town around there, they call it Karfe. So they put it like portion for people to buy. People who does buy that one, they buy it.
You know, any business you are into, maybe sometimes you patronize it yourself. Do you eat fish? How often do you eat fish?
I eat fish a lot. Even as I buy.
I thought because you sell it because it's so into you, so maybe.
No, you know, it's not all the time. Okay. At times, but I like fish. That is one thing. Even before I come to the business, I'm a fish eating person. Okay. So even as I buy those big ones now, I'm already thinking of to call one lady that used to roast fish that I'm bringing one for half to roast for me too. Okay.
So apart from this dam, what other place do you get your fish to supply to your customers?
Yes, even in this dam there are different axes. Okay. You see here is one. Okay. Then you have this place. Okay. Then you have back there, and we do cross over there. Wow. Okay. So we do. It is now because that the fish is not much productive like you know the fishermen do used to catch even those small one. If not back then, if you come here before you leave here, you go with bounty of fish.
So what season do you usually have high sale of fish? Is it during the rainy season, the dry season, winter time, or what season?
There is no specific, like it is like necessity. It's like food. But the time that we used to get fish a lot, it is during the heat season here. When the weather is heat, then all the big fish will start coming out, because even the water itself will be warmed.
Is it that the water is very deep that they can hide underneath?
Exactly.
Okay.
Like seasonal, people who come from outside this place, they warn them that they should not go specific place like this place or that place, because it's very deep.
Okay. So, and now, what can you actually, now, someone is watching and wants to be a part of a kind of business. So, now, like for a beginner, what is the processes does he need to go through to be a fish vendor like yourself?
Just be real. Just be real. You know, in any business offer, not only fish, you have to be real. You come with clean hand, then they will accept you. Because there are other people we met here which they cannot come here today because they have already spoiled their name. I'm not beating chest, like maybe I'm better than others, but I'm just advising that anyone who want to come in, let him be real. That is what I would say.
Okay. Is there any skill one needs to know? Because you just cannot bump into it.
Exactly.
I'm sure when you started learning, there are people. So what are those skills that one needs to learn? Is it how to bargain? Is it how to actually know, okay, this is the fish that will move market, or this is the size that is right? In what aspect are you supposed to be educated when it comes to fish?
One, there is a kind of teaching that says that no matter how kind of knowledge you have, if you don't have who teach you, or if you don't have anything that back it up, then you are wasting your time. The first is you should get somebody who you will learn it from him. Secondly, you should be loyal. And third, you should know how to make yourself useful in the business. Because there are a lot of people as well that I met when I started, that up to now you cannot put fish in their hand and tell them to go and sell because they didn't pay attention. So you pay attention, be loyal. Loyalty so far is the main element.
That's needed.
Yes.
Okay. But have you ever thought of going into the fishing yourself, not so bad?
No.
Okay.
Just like I told you, it was that my friend that encouraged me, and back then I was like, I'm not used to it. But so far so good, you can see.
So now, in this fish business, what are you able to do for yourself personally as to the gains you are able to
A lot. I only give thanks to God, but I have achieved a lot. You know, you should imagine somebody who used to sit at home 24 hours doing nothing. You know, they say an idle man is a devil workshop. But God's so kind, you know. I've been very patient. And you know, sometimes if you are good, that good will come back to you. I have a lot of friends like that, which they have that good intention. Sometimes, even then, when I was not working, I would be sleeping like this. Somebody will call me, where are you? So far. They will transfer for me. I have friends that are living outside as well. So I only have to thank God and thank them as well. They have been very supportive. Even when I tell them I start doing fish business, they say, that is very good. That is very good. You know, it's better than to be in that idle.
So how many years have you been in this trade now?
Officially, when I don't engage myself for fish business now, I don't go like 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have boys under you? No,
unless, you know, like I tell you, if you are good, you have people who will like to parley with you. I have some boys that even though that I'm sitting here, if my customer call me that he need fish, I only need to call him that go to so first place and buy fish of so amount. Person will come. If the person come, show him the fish and tell him to call me. Then we'll bargain. Me, I know the amount of the fish that they will buy.
So please, what's your advice to Nigerian youth in general? Some people who were like you before. That were
yes.
Took up the job of fishing and all that. What do you have to say about it?
You know, like always, I will advise the youth. to forget about ego. You have to swallow your pride to be able yourself to hustle. No matter how you are looking at, if you have something doing, wherever you go, they will respect you. Being idle is not good for a youth. You have to keep your brain busy. Even though you have plan, back it up with something. You have to start somewhere. A journey of 1,000,000 miles start with one step. That is my advice. As I am now, I have a lot of plans, but so far, this is what I'm doing for now. But in the future, apart from this one, I still do other business like birds, all these wild animals. Yeah.
The way we used to catch fish, we use canoe, net, and other things. What you need to learn before you become a fisherman is that you need to learn how to swim, how to drive a canoe, how to put the net inside river before you start catching the fish. You need to learn all this. When we catch the fish, some we used to sell it and we used to eat it also. My biggest catch, I think, even last month, I catch one big fish like this that I sold it almost 12,000 naira. When we get it, there are people that they used to come from Abuja. Many people used to come to the river and purchase it. If you really want to join this business, for the first time, I would tell you that you should go and meet the, what do you call him, Serikura, the man who is leading the community. For instance, tells you, and these are the procedures that you're supposed to be following. First of all, you get a canoe, you get where you will be squatting. Maybe so many people that are catching this fish, we are not an indigene. They are from somewhere to this village. But people like us, we are living in this area. We are the indigene of this community. So we catch fish here, and if you want to join us, I would advise you, make sure that you put it in your mind that you are going to do it. But because in every situation there must be challenges. Even us, we used to face challenges here. What I want government to do for us as a fisherman is that they can still help us by providing some canoes for us, so as to, for me like this, so as to stand on my leg. What I can say tell them is that if you are jobless, you don't have to remain jobless, because this time around, if you look at how the country is, it has turned to somehow. So you don't have to stand or stay without doing anything. At least I can advise those that are jobless to please at least know their stand. You can't be a liability to your family. At least you have to be providing something so as to help your family.
This is Agricultural Research Council of Nigerian Television, and guess what? It's been the program Aqua Farming, the program that tells you all that has to do with the world of the water. And of course, we've been here in Niger State, Tafa local government area in Kufa Dam, where we actually had a very interactive session with some of the local fishermen and also a fish vendor to tell you how fish get to your home. So until some other time, stay tuned and stay true.